Hey there, welcome back to the channel. What if I told you that the strongest move you can make right now is not to explain, not to defend yourself, not to confront, not to beg for understanding, but to stay quiet and walk away with your head held high? What if silence, the very thing people underestimate, is the force that makes guilt grow louder inside them than any argument ever could? Think about it. Every time you tried to explain your pain, they minimized it. Every time you spoke your truth, they twisted it. Every time you reacted, they felt powerful. But the moment you stopped talking, something shifted. The moment you pulled your energy back, the moment you stopped feeding their ego, the moment you chose restraint over reaction, that's when the real damage began, inside them. Stoic philosophy teaches us that we do not control other people, but we do control our responses. Epictetus said, "If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid." Silence often looks like weakness to the outside world, but it is discipline in its purest form. When you keep quiet, you deny them the satisfaction of your emotional labor. You deny them closure on their terms. You deny them the comfort of thinking they were right. And that denial forces them to sit alone with their choices, their actions, and their conscience. Guilt does not need your voice to survive. Guilt grows in the absence of distraction. Understand this clearly. When you argue, you give them relief. When you explain, you give them excuses. When you chase, you give them control. But when you stay quiet, you give them nothing, and nothing is unbearable for someone who expected access to you forever. Your silence becomes a mirror they cannot look away from. They replay conversations. They question decisions. They wonder if they misjudged you. They feel the weight of what they lost. And all of this happens without you lifting a single finger. This is not about revenge. This is about self-respect. This is about emotional discipline. This is about reclaiming your power by refusing to perform for people who never valued you. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury." Silence is not passive. Silence is an active choice to protect your peace, your dignity, and your future. It is the quiet confidence of someone who knows their worth does not need to be announced. In this video, you are going to learn why staying quiet is the ultimate power move, how guilt works when you stop engaging, and how to remain unshaken while others unravel. Stay with me, because what you're about to learn will change how you move forever. I want you to drop this affirmation in the comments right now. My silence protects my power. Number 1, silence removes their escape. When you stop speaking, you remove the exit door they relied on to avoid responsibility, and this is where their discomfort begins. People escape guilt through arguments, excuses, blame shifting, and emotional manipulation. But silence blocks every one of those paths. When you no longer explain yourself, they cannot twist your words. When you no longer respond, they cannot provoke reactions. When you no longer engage, they are left alone with their own memory, their own behavior, and the truth they tried to bury. This is not weakness. This is control. You are not withdrawing because you are afraid. You are withdrawing because you are done carrying weight that was never yours. Stoic wisdom reminds us that peace comes from mastery, not domination. Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." By choosing quiet, you take power away from the chaos and place it firmly within yourself. This forces them to confront something they fear most: accountability without distraction. They start replaying moments. They start questioning choices. They start feeling the emptiness where your energy used to be. And that emptiness grows louder every day you remain calm and unreachable. Do not interrupt this process. Do not rush to clarify. Do not step in to soothe their discomfort. That discomfort is earned. Your role now is to stay disciplined, grounded, and unmoved. Silence works because it gives no emotional relief. It offers no forgiveness on demand. It provides no reassurance. It simply holds the mirror steady. And most people cannot stand what they see when there is no one else to blame. This is how you reclaim power without conflict. This is how you win without fighting. This is how you protect your dignity without saying a single word. Stand firm in your quiet. Let time do the explaining. Let distance do the teaching. Let guilt finish the lesson you no longer need to deliver. Number 2, silence starves their need for control. Control only survives when it is fed, and attention is the food it lives on. Every reply, every explanation, every emotional reaction gives power back to someone who already crossed your boundaries. The moment you go quiet, that supply is cut off. This is where the balance shifts. People who manipulate rely on predictability. They expect you to respond. They expect you to react. They expect you to feel guilty, confused, or pulled back in. When none of that happens, their sense of authority collapses. Epictetus taught, "No man is free who is not master of himself." Silence is self-mastery in action. It proves that your emotions are no longer available for anyone to use. This creates panic because they can no longer steer the situation. They start sending mixed signals. They test, they bait, they may even play victim. Do not fall for it. Each attempt is proof that silence is working. Understand this clearly. Your quiet is not about punishment. It is about removing access. You are not trying to control them. You are choosing not to be controlled anymore. This distinction matters. When you stop feeding emotional games, the game ends. They are left powerless because control requires cooperation. Without your participation, their tactics fail. You reclaim strength by staying consistent, not by explaining your choice. Consistency is what breaks the pattern. Calm is what destroys manipulation. The Stoics believed discipline was freedom. Seneca said, "He who is brave is free." Courage here means resisting the urge to respond, even when silence feels uncomfortable. That discomfort is temporary. The power you gain is permanent. Every day you hold your ground, you train your nervous system to value peace over chaos. You begin to move differently. You speak less, but your presence grows stronger. People notice, energy shifts, respect follows. Not because you demanded it, but because you enforced it through action. Stay steady. Do not announce your silence. Do not justify it. Let it stand. Control fades when it has nothing to grip. And what replaces it is something far greater, unshakable self-command. Now I want you to drop this affirmation in the comments. I deny access to anyone who seeks control over my peace. Number 3. Let stillness force self-confrontation. Understand this clearly and obey it without hesitation. When you withdraw your presence, you force the other person to face themselves. No speeches do this. No arguments achieve this. No emotional explanation creates this effect. Stillness becomes a mirror. Without your reactions to blame, without your energy to distract them, they are left alone with their own choices. That is where discomfort grows. Marcus Aurelius warned, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." When you step back, their thoughts have nowhere to run. Guilt, doubt, and unanswered questions begin to echo. This is not revenge. This is consequence. You are not attacking. You're allowing reality to speak louder than you ever could. People fear this because it exposes motives they tried to hide. behaviors they justified, and patterns they refused to admit. By remaining absent, you stop cushioning them from the weight of their actions. Command yourself to stay steady during this phase. There will be moments when curiosity pulls at you, when habit whispers to check, to ask, to reconnect. Reject that impulse immediately. That urge is old conditioning trying to survive. Discipline here rewires you. Each day you remain composed, you build internal authority. They may begin replaying conversations, questioning decisions, or wondering why access vanished. That uncertainty is not your problem. It is the price of their behavior. Stoicism teaches responsibility over reaction. Seneca said, "What need is there to weep over parts of life? The whole of it calls for tears." Growth happens when illusions collapse. By refusing engagement, you accelerate that collapse. Meanwhile, you are not idle. You are redirecting energy inward. You strengthen clarity. You regain time. You sharpen judgment. You become less reactive, more deliberate. This transformation is visible even without words. People feel it. Your calm unsettles those who thrived on emotional chaos. Stay unmoved. Do not check for outcomes. Do not measure progress by their response. Measure it by your peace. The moment you realize you no longer crave acknowledgement, you have won something far greater than validation. You have reclaimed command over your inner world. That is power no one can take. Number 4. Establish unbreakable boundaries through restraint. Accept this rule and enforce it without apology. Silence becomes powerful only when it is backed by self-respect. This step is about drawing a firm line that cannot be crossed, not through threats or explanations, but through consistent restraint. When you stop responding, stop justifying, and stop accommodating behavior that disrespects you, you send a message stronger than confrontation ever could. Epictetus stated, "If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid. Let them misunderstand you. Let them assume whatever story helps them sleep. Your duty is not to correct their narrative, but to protect your inner order." Every time you refuse to engage in dynamics that drain you, you reclaim authority over your life. This is not avoidance. This is selection. You are choosing peace over chaos, dignity over drama, structure over impulse. Command yourself to act from principle, not emotion. When boundaries are silent, they cannot be argued with. There is nothing for the other person to twist, debate, or manipulate. They either adjust or they lose access. That clarity forces reality to respond. Many people rely on your availability to feel secure, powerful, or validated. When that access ends, confusion sets in, not because you did something wrong, but because you finally did something right. This stage requires discipline. There will be temptation to explain your absence, to soften the edge, to offer comfort. Resist it. Boundaries diluted by guilt collapse. Stoic wisdom teaches that freedom begins with self-command. Seneca wrote, "He who is brave is free." Bravery here means standing firm without noise. You are not punishing anyone, you are honoring yourself. Over time, this behavior reshapes how others perceive you. They sense resolve. They recognize limits. Some will respect it, others will drift away. Both outcomes serve you. As days pass, you will notice a shift inside yourself. Confidence replaces anxiety. Calm replaces urgency. You no longer feel the need to prove anything. That is the reward of restraint. Hold your ground. Let consistency do the talking. Let absence enforce the boundary you once tried to explain. Now, I want you to drop this affirmation in the comments. I protect my worth. Number 5, build inner authority through daily discipline. Command this truth into your actions. Power is sustained by structure, not reactions. This step demands that you redirect all energy inward and construct a life so grounded that outside behavior loses influence over your mood. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Discipline is the proof of that realization. Wake up with intention. Move your body even when motivation feels absent. Feed your mind with reading that sharpens judgment. Remove habits that weaken focus. Add routines that reinforce order. Every disciplined act strengthens internal authority, and that authority becomes visible without a word spoken. People sense when someone is governed by principle instead of impulse. This is how control is reclaimed permanently. Do not wait for closure, validation, or apology. Create momentum through consistency. When your days are structured, emotional hooks lose grip. You stop checking for signals. You stop measuring progress through others' behavior. You measure growth through your own standards. That shift changes everything. Discipline removes desperation from your presence. It replaces uncertainty with stability. It also exposes imbalance in others because your steadiness highlights their lack of it. This is not arrogance. This is alignment. Stoic philosophy teaches that excellence is a habit, not an event. Seneca said, "Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity." Prepare your mind daily so no message, memory, or silence can knock you off center. Command yourself to become reliable to yourself first. That reliability builds trust within, and that trust becomes confidence others cannot ignore. There is no need to announce progress. Let habit speak. Let routine shape identity. Let consistency rebuild pride. Over time, you will notice something powerful. You no longer crave reaction. You no longer feel pulled to explain. You move forward regardless of what anyone else does. That is mastery. That is the moment control fully returns to you. Execute this step with seriousness. Discipline is not punishment. It is protection. It guards your focus, your peace, and your future. Stay committed. Stay ordered. Stay unmoved. Now, I want you to drop this affirmation in the comments. My discipline makes me unshakable. Number 6. Withdraw emotional access without explanation. Execute this move with precision and resolve. You are not cutting people off out of spite. You are closing emotional doors that were never respected. This step requires you to stop offering reactions, reassurance, or emotional labor to those who misused your openness. Epictetus taught, if someone succeeds in provoking you, realize that your mind is complicit in the provocation. Take that lesson seriously. End the complicity. When you remove emotional access, you reclaim authority over your inner world. This means no defending your choices, no justifying your distance, no clarifying intentions to people who already showed you how little they valued clarity. Silence paired with self-respect is not weakness, it is strategy. Emotional withdrawal shifts the balance instantly because it removes the reward others depended on. You are no longer predictable. You are no longer available on demand. This unsettles those who relied on your responses to feel important or in control. Do not announce boundaries. Enforce them through behavior. Respond less. Share nothing personal. Keep conversations neutral and brief if interaction is unavoidable. Invest emotional depth only where reciprocity exists. This is how self-worth is protected. Stoicism emphasizes living in accordance with reason, not impulse. Seneca warned, "He who is brave is free." Freedom begins the moment you stop handing your emotions to situations that cannot handle them responsibly. You do not owe access to your feelings. You do not owe vulnerability to curiosity. You do not owe energy to history. This step teaches others how to treat you without you saying a word. It also retrains your nervous system to feel safe without external validation. That is real power. Expect discomfort at first. Emotional distance can feel unnatural when you are conditioned to overgive. Push through it. That discomfort is growth. Over time, you will notice clarity replacing confusion, calm replacing tension, strength replacing attachment. You become harder to manipulate because there is nothing to grab onto. You become respected because you are no longer trying to be understood. Withdraw access. Protect your inner space. Operate from composure, not reaction. This is not cruelty. This is control. Number 7. Master self-discipline and let consistency speak. Now you shift into a phase that cannot be faked. This is where discipline replaces desire and structure replaces chaos. You are no longer driven by moods, impulses, or the need for immediate relief. You operate with intent. Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Take that as a direct order. Build routines that ground you. Wake up with purpose. Move your body daily. Control what you consume, not only food, but information, conversations, and environments. Self-discipline sharpens your presence. When people see you steady, focused, and unshaken, they feel it without explanation. You do not need to announce growth. Results reveal it. Consistency rewires your identity. Each action taken despite resistance proves to yourself that you are reliable. That trust in self is what others sense. You stop being reactive because your days are already claimed by meaningful effort. You stop craving attention because your life is full. This is how inner authority is built. Stoic philosophy values mastery of self above all external wins. Seneca wrote, "The first and greatest victory is to conquer yourself. Conquer excuses, conquer procrastination, conquer the urge to escape discomfort. Do the hard thing quietly and repeatedly. Train your mind to obey commands instead of negotiating with weakness." Discipline is not punishment. It is alignment. It aligns behavior with values. When you live this way, manipulation fails because there is no chaos to exploit. Others may question your change. Let them. You do not explain discipline to those still ruled by impulse. Stay committed when no one is watching. Stay structured when motivation disappears. This consistency creates gravity. People feel drawn to what is solid. They respect what is reliable. They fear what cannot be shaken. You are not trying to intimidate anyone. You are becoming unmovable. That alone alters every dynamic around you. Your calm routine becomes louder than any argument. Your steady progress becomes undeniable. Execute this daily. No breaks, no excuses. Discipline is the silent force that reshapes how the world treats you. Now I want you to drop this affirmation in the comments. I command my actions, and my discipline defines me. Number 8, become internally complete and remove all leverage. This is the final shift, and it is non-negotiable. You must reach a state where nothing outside of you controls your emotional balance. No approval, no apology, no explanation, no reaction. This is where your power becomes absolute. Epictetus said, "If you want to be invincible, make yourself dependent on nothing that lies outside your will." Take this as your final command. Stop placing emotional weight on outcomes you cannot control. Stop measuring your worth through responses, silence, delays, or behavior from others. When you are internally complete, there is nothing anyone can pull to disturb you. This is how leverage dies. Manipulation only works when there is hunger. When you are fulfilled by your own direction, purpose, and standards, there is no opening. Build a life so grounded that external behavior becomes irrelevant noise. You do this by defining your values clearly and living by them daily. Decide what you tolerate and what you walk away from without drama. Decide how you speak to yourself and never break that contract. Decide that your peace is not up for negotiation. Stoicism teaches emotional sovereignty. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The tranquility that comes when you stop caring what they say or think is worth everything." This does not mean isolation. It means independence. You can care without needing. You can connect without attaching. You can observe without reacting. When others realize they no longer influence your inner state, the dynamic collapses. There is no reward in provoking you. There is no satisfaction in testing you. Your calm becomes final. This level of self-control is not cold, it is clear. It allows you to move with precision instead of emotion. You choose responses, not reflexes. You act from intention, not impulse. This is where respect becomes unavoidable, not because you demand it, but because you no longer seek it. The moment you stop needing validation is the moment you become untouchable. This is the end of the cycle. You are no longer reacting to the past. You are operating from authority. Stand here, maintain this standard, protect this inner independence at all costs. This is not arrogance, this is mastery. You have reached the point where your silence, your discipline, and your internal strength become a force no one can manipulate. This journey isn't about proving anything to anyone. It's about reclaiming yourself, your energy, and your peace. Remember, true power is quiet, unwavering, and unapologetic. You've learned how to walk away without regret, hold your ground without anger, and cultivate a life where your value is undeniable. The world will notice when you stop seeking approval, when you stop reacting, and when you prioritize your own growth over their expectations. Stoic wisdom reminds us that nothing outside your will can disturb your inner calm. Your thoughts, actions, and choices define your life, not theirs. Now it's time to act. Apply these principles daily. Protect your boundaries. Reaffirm your worth. Live in a way that commands respect without shouting. Let your calm be louder than their chaos. Every step you take from here strengthens your self-control, your confidence, and your freedom. You are no longer swayed by manipulation or distraction. You are the author of your own peace. Share your power with the world quietly, but unmistakably. Stand tall in your independence. Let your presence or even your absence be felt. Your growth, your serenity, and your unwavering self-respect are your ultimate victory. And as you continue on this path, drop this affirmation in the comments. I am untouchable, unshakable, and in complete control of my life. Subscribe, commit to this practice, and remember, your strength is quiet, but it changes everything.